I unleash the power inside, swiftly and calm.
Yo, what's up? Good morning. This is Miguel with DriveTrain Fitness, and I'm here today to talk to you about the importance of a healthy breakfast and how it could help you with your fitness goals and if you're suffering through any bipolar disorder. Quick intro. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 2 late 2014. Something I've struggled with actually my whole life. Had an issue in November of 2014 that landed me in the hospital and was diagnosed with bipolar 2. And I'm here today to make a healthy breakfast and talk to you about the importance of a healthy breakfast for your mind, body, and your soul. Here at DriveTrain Fitness, we are dedicated to informing people about healthy lifestyle choices, okay? So this is one. I think breakfast is a good way to get started on a healthy journey. First of all, it's a pretty easy routine to get started with. I like to start with breakfast when I talk to anybody starting a change in their life, whether it be for fitness goals or even for, bipolar mental disorder, however you like to call it. So here we are. It is 9:42 in the morning. It's a little late for me to be doing this. I should start this a little earlier, but nonetheless, that's life. So this is a quick breakfast, nothing crazy, nothing that's going to take too long, nothing that's going to take too much time. Plus, it's just quick. You probably have all these items in your home. So, what am I going to make today? Really easy. I'm going to make some oatmeal with some fruits and some eggs. In the meantime, I am going to talk to you about my nutrition and kind of my goal, okay? So, every morning I try to start out with a healthy balance of carbs and protein. Now, that's important because it keeps your blood sugar stable, right? And that helps with your insulin, that helps with your mood, that helps with you crashing. If you're one of those people who eat a muffin in the morning and then crash at work around noon, that muffin or that bagel, is a simple carb. It raises your insulin, and then it drops, and then you crash. So that's kind of what happens. Here we have a complex carb, without trying to get too fancy for you guys, and some protein. That helps maintain a healthy blood sugar level, okay? Why is that important? Well, first of all, I don't think a lot of people understand the importance of nutrients and how that affects your brain, right? You are quite literally what you eat, right? We've heard this before. So all these vitamins and minerals that we eat work together, okay, to provide energy for you and your brain. With that energy comes with their ability to think, your emotions. There's a lot of different areas of your brain. This is really important for people who have bipolar disorder. A lot of areas in your brain that are affected by your emotions, and food has a lot to do with that. Something I like to tell everybody, essentially, but especially people who have any sort of mental disorder, bipolar disorder, is the acronym HALT, H-A-L-T, right? So that stands for hungry, angry, lonely, and tired, right? So try not to make any decisions if you fall under these four categories, okay? So before you react, halt. So try not to make any rash decisions or reactions if you fall under any of those four categories, right? Hungry, angry, lonely, tired, all right? This is good advice for everybody, but especially with people with bipolar disorder, like myself. So one of the ways to counteract that or to prepare for that is obviously plan your meals so you're not hungry, all right? Which helps stabilize your mood, trust me. This breakfast right here is a quick, simple breakfast. You can do in under 10 minutes. Pretty simple. So first off, I start the flame, the stove. There it is. I leave it on high for a couple minutes just to get the pan hot. I measure with my hands when it comes out to portions, okay? So for things like oatmeal or any simple carb, right, I do about a palm size. I don't have a measure, I just use my fist, I clench it, drop it down. That seems enough. I'm kind of a fatty though, so I like to make a little bit more, so I'll grab maybe half a fistful and add to it. Today I'm using almond milk just because it's a healthy choice and I have it. So try different things, okay? I'm not an advocate of a particular style of food, right, or a particular diet. Try different things, see what works for you. So right now I'm just using almond milk. Sometimes I use 2% milk. Okay, I've used rice milk before in the past, soy milk. There's pros and cons to all of that, so just keep in mind. All right, so I let that soak there for a minute. I throw a handful of apples that are already pre-cut. I got some blueberries here. Put that in the microwave for about a minute and a half. All right, by now the stove should be pretty hot. So I'll go ahead and I lower that down to about medium heat. I'm also using coconut oil. It's something that I recently purchased. Been using it with all of my meals. Pretty good. I don't taste any difference really in the food. If anything, it's better because coconut's sweeter and you can taste it. We put it in the fridge. I'm not 100% sure if that's how you're supposed to store it, but that's what I do. It is kind of a hard consistency. I just use a fork to kind of make flakes here. I make a whole bunch of flakes and I throw it on the pan. So I have the stove going, microwave. I crack 2 eggs on top of this. It should be A-okay with the oatmeal. The oatmeal looks good. I'm gonna put a little bit of almond milk. I like my oatmeal a little runny. Another thing I recommend. Now, you're gonna find a lot of this information in health magazines and other health YouTube channels. So I'm not telling you anything revolutionary, all right? But I like to think I'm breaking it down for fitness enthusiasts, for people with bipolar disorder like myself, okay? For the average Joe, all right? I'm not going to compete anytime soon in a bodybuilding contest. At least not this year, maybe in the future, right? But I feel like this is information that a lot of people need to know, and I'm just another source trying to point you to where the bread is, right? I like it sunny side up. I like the egg whites and the yolk, so I kind of let it sit for about 2-3 minutes and then flip it over, okay? Different people say different things about the yolk. So again, that's up to you. It can raise cholesterol, but I work out pretty frequently and I don't eat a whole bunch of eggs like that. So for me, in my particular situation, 2 whole eggs is okay. But experiment, right? Depending on your health goals and where you're at. Some people like more egg whites or only egg whites. I've done that from time to time as well, okay? So moving on, oatmeal looks good. Okay. Also, and I'll show you what I'm using. I do a lot of vitamins, or supplements I should say. Now, I don't have the top of the line, most expensive stuff, but you gotta start somewhere, and that's what DriveTrain Fitness is about. It's getting people to start and to continue, okay? So I have a multivitamin, a daily packet of vitamins and minerals. This particular packet is from a place called Trader Joe's. All right. Now, here is that. And you have all sorts of things here, okay? So here we go. Fish oil. Omega-3s, really good for your health, okay? Especially your brain health. So take that into consideration. Look that up, Google it, okay? Omega-3s, fish oil, and how that helps you, all right? So that's pretty much it. Every once in a while, I fancy it up. Feel free to look at my Instagram, DriveTrain Fitness, or at DriveTrain Fitness on Instagram. Okay, there's some meals there. You'll see how fancy I like to make it. But this is not a fancy meal. This is just something quick to whip up for this first video that I've made here. So enjoy. And remember, every day, try to find a way to improve your mind, body, and soul. DriveTrain Fitness.
Been battling my mind this whole time, dog. The fact is